Tried to do a video earlier. But this guy likes to eat in the afternoon. That's like our routine. In the morning, he'll be active and get up, but he doesn't really want to eat. Let's see. When I recorded earlier, it was 142 degrees. 154. Nice. I don't think that's even the hottest spot. Hey, bud. Hey. See, he's coming over. He's flicking his tongue. He's like, oh, yeah, where's the good stuff? You know? Yeah, guys, so I've had him next month. He actually has a birthday coming up. So I've had him about 10 months. And this little guy's doing very well. He looks good. First time in a while I actually saw him tongue flick any of that water. And I know it looks a little dirty, guys. Constantly kicking dirt in there. As long as there's no dead rotting bugs in there, I really don't worry as much. I mean, most of what reptiles drink out in the wild is water from muddy puddles, so I think a little bit of dirt probably won't mess with them. If anything, it might give them a little bit of minerals. But of course, I clean it pretty often. What's up, bud? How you doing? What do you want? You want to crawl on my hand? Is that what you want? Oh, come on. Crawl on my hand. You can if you want to. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. Oh, don't scratch my hand. Oh, it's okay. Sorry. Oh, he's trying to dig. Buddy, my hand's not dirt. You can crawl on it, though. Hi. Please don't leave the enclosure, please. Stay right here. You want food? Yeah, you want food. Yeah, he wants some food, guys. As you guys can see, he's approaching me now, which is pretty awesome. I kind of like having my monitor approach me because at least I know the animal doesn't hate me. And him crawling on my hand and stuff means he's not as afraid of my hand. So this is good progress. Sometimes he'll crawl all the way on my arm. I really don't want him to do that right now because the thing is, sniff, sniff, sniff. Yeah, because the thing is, I'm filming, and it's kind of hard to do all this with just one hand. My wife offered to help me with the filming, so I need to take her up on that offer when she's home and actually do that once in a while. That way, maybe I can actually get some better content with you guys. Want a mealworm? Go get it. Good boy. I'm actually going to dip a couple of these in some calcium. Yeah, guys. So welcome to another episode of Scales 13. Yeah, that one was calcified earlier, but he didn't want to eat. Let me calcify a couple more. So basically, yeah, I just saw he was out. I'm actually in the middle of cleaning out my colony of mealworms and superworms. That's right, guys. I have colonies now. Now I'm breeding my own bugs. Heh. Well, kinda. I breed my own mealworms. The superworms tend to... I have a couple darkling beetles from food that got loose in this enclosure. And they don't really cause too much of a problem. I just try to keep the numbers down because a couple people told me, hey, like there goes one over there. A couple people told me, hey, they might, mess with your reptile. Be careful. So, just to be on the safe side, I try to make sure there's not too many of them in here. But what happens is they'll have baby superworms in the substrate. Hey, bud. And when they have baby superworms in the substrate, sorry, I almost mixed in that baby voice for a second. They will grow up into nice big mealworms and become food for my reptiles. But what I'd like to do is I like to take them out when they're very small and gut load them until they get large. That way I know they're healthy enough. Because in this substrate, I don't know what the heck they're eating. They're probably just eating his poop and probably the roots of whatever grass seed I plant. And I'm sure that's not nutritious enough for the reptile, so I'd rather gut load them myself. And then, rather than just the Ackie monitor enjoying them, I can also feed them off to my leopard geckos. And once in a while, if one of them pupates, I could put them in the bowl, and then the blue tongue can devour them. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. But yeah, he's doing pretty good. See, same old bowl. Same old little container for calcium. Same old, right? Consistency's key. Gotta make sure they're healthy. Yeah, this little guy's a lot more patient with me. I think he notices whenever I flick my hand or do something really fast now, what I notice is instead of him getting scared, he looks in the direction that I flick my hand to see if I'm giving him food. So I guess he's starting to associate fast movements, at least from me, as, oh boy, food, because I literally sometimes just throw bugs in there. I mean, granted, I try to keep the small movements down to a minimum. I mean, the quick movements down to a minimum, because I don't want to scare him, and I'm trying to build trust with this guy. But it's going better. I mean, he approaches me now. Even sometimes when he's in that burrow behind him, when I come home, if he's asleep in there, he will crawl out and come say hi to me. And, he'll try to crawl up my arm rarely. But what I notice sometimes is he'll just crawl on my hand and he'll just sit there. Sometimes he'll sniff around for food. Other times he'll literally just sit there and just stretch out. And I'm like, all right, I guess I'm just here until you decide to move on. And he'll literally do that for like an hour sometimes. Well, not an hour. I'd say maybe like 35, 40 minutes. So that's pretty cool. So things are getting better. Me sitting in front of the tank with the door open doesn't freak him out anymore. So in less than a year, I'd say he's definitely gotten much better. I see a lot of progress, but we still got a lot of work to do. Because I want you to be like a scaly puppy. Even though you're not a puppy, you're a monitor lizard, and I respect you as one, because you're a completely different creature. Yes, you. But yeah. Sorry I do this annoying baby voice with him sometimes, guys. I just, I'm very in love with my reptiles. And what I mean by that is I'm the one emotionally attached, not him. So, since I do, I just try to be cute with him sometimes. You want that pupa? There you go. See that? Yeah. And sorry I haven't posted in a little while, guys. The thing is I had to get a new phone. Because my last one, the camera function on it broke. I dropped it and there was a crack over the camera and literally just wouldn't record. But it's fine, because this one has a lot better of a camera. It's a lot sharper. Buddy, please don't come out of the enclosure. Thank you. And yeah, it just does a really good job. It's smaller and less heavy, which is great when you're trying to film your animal but not freak him out and your arms are getting tired. Wow, look at that face. He's starting to look like his dad. And yeah, everything's working out just fine. But yeah, this is just a quick update on this guy. Yeah, I'm just giving you guys an overall look. So you guys can see from tail to head, he looks pretty good. He's not super girthy. His nails look good. He doesn't have swollen fingers. His eyes are nice and clear. He doesn't have any bruising around his head or anything like that, so he's not bashing his head all day. He's doing really well. I'm just really, even though, and I get it, I'm saying, like, a lot of people might say, oh, well, it's just an Ackie. And even a lot of younger kids and stuff have Ackies. If their parents are willing to buy them all the stuff that they need for these guys, because they need, obviously, big enclosure, big lights, stuff can get expensive. The animal itself is expensive for obvious reasons that I've discussed probably in previous videos. And it's not that they're hard to care for, but, being that it was a monitor lizard, there was always that little bit of anxiety of, oh my God, I just want to do this right, And I think, so far, I think I'm doing pretty good with this guy. His body looks great. I don't see any problems. Little bit of stuck shed from there, right there, but hasn't had any issues. No pinching off of any body parts. I've never seen this animal bleed, not once, thank God. Because I really don't want to come home to a catastrophe from the animal hurting itself or something. Yeah, he's doing great. But all right, guys. A lot more videos coming soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we're going to get some even cooler content coming probably within the next couple months. Since I give some directions to this guy, I have editing the videos so I can get some really cool stuff. So basically my goal is to put my old phone videos and some of the really crappy ones I have from years back to shame with some really, really good content. So we want to improve. You always want to improve. Sorry, guys. Peace. Later. And happy Saturday. Later.